Hey, this is Brent with Key Realty, and I just kind of wanted to show you some behind the scenes stuff in investment real estate. There's a lot that goes on. And I want to do it in a podcast format to kind of go through some stuff and so you can understand exactly what goes on. So this week, there's a lot going on when you're buying a piece of real estate, and that's why it's so important to have people behind you that do this. One thing that we do is we watch our product. So, for example, in construction this week, one of the city Streetsboro decided that we needed another 2 inches down on a foundation, so we did that to get this thing passed and moved on. So I had to get the plumbers back out there and get that done. All that's going to go through, and the most important thing is it stays on budget. Stays on budget. Stays on budget. People say, well, everything came on budget on time. They try and copy me, but I know a lot of them, they start at a high point. There's no way they can't be on budget because they charge so much. So understand that my average stuff runs about $35,000. That's painting, rehab, putting a new bathroom in. There's a lot of stuff that goes into that. That's top to bottom. And a lot of stuff that we don't see, we don't even charge the client. We just go in and do it. I mean, for example, a screen door was out on one of them we missed. We just put it in. Stuff of that nature. Maybe there was a flooring that we missed that we had to replace. Like, for example, the kitchen. We have a great flooring system, so we do that automatically sometimes, even if it isn't on the quote. So that was one of the things. And then the other thing you have to watch when you're putting in extra stuff like bathrooms, you got to make sure you get the permits. Permits are super important. That shows that the job was done right. The city says it's good, and you're not going to have any problems. Now you say, well, I can put those in with no permits and stuff. Well, if something happens to your property and you don't have a permit, like for example, fire or flood or whatever, it could cause you a lot of grief. So it's always good to get a permit. We get them on all of them in that $35,000 package that I have for homes. It's a great package, and it covers paint, plugs and switches, lights, blinds, going through the plumbing, the HVAC. We want to make sure we clean and check it. We do a jet on the drain to the road. It's really important. There's a difference between snaking and jetting. Jetting's way better. It actually has got more pressure and gets everything through. And we do paint I know that a lot of people show, hey, Cleveland likes that wood look. Well, they don't. They like the white. The reason they say that is because it's cheaper to do it that way. Getting all the stuff detailed out in a modern way is important. We do electrical boxes. We do everything. So that's just part of it. Now, as far as the move outs, we had 2 move outs. One was in Lakewood and one was in Bedford. The one in Bedford, we had to do $950. They lived in there for a year. Same thing in Lakewood is a duplex. We have to do about $500-600 there. But the good news on both of those is that all comes out of the deposit. So it was something that the tenant had done. So we could take it out of the deposit. So basically, it cost our clients $0. And the one on 143 Nordham that moved out this week is already done. I've got to go get pictures and video, and we'll put that thing up for rent. We have quick turnarounds. Very important when move outs are happening. Quick turnarounds. They don't sit there for a week or two. I was listening to a speech on Thursday, a group I go to, that this one particular property management just left it flooded. The people moved out. They left it like that. They didn't pump the water out or whatever. When they went in, there was mushrooms growing up on the in the carpet, and there's all kinds of problems. It's just amazing. And then the lead base, all that. I see people with these white suits on and stuff on the lead base. Anyway, I'm not going to get any. We get everything lead based certified through the city, and you don't need to wear the white whatever it is. I mean, they're probably paying a fortune for all that. So we get all that done for around $650. Oakwood Village. We're buying a house over there. I thought, that it was listed as Bedford. I found out it was in Oakwood Village, which has a point of sale. We're still going to buy it, but the inspector came out and wants a whole new driveway. Well, It doesn't need a whole new driveway. So we have to write a letter. We have to go down there. The other agent, Don, is going down there too. We're just going to resurface it. That's all we're going to do. It'll be great after that. So when you're looking at buying investment real estate, there's a lot that goes to it. Following up with the crews, getting them paid, making sure they get stuff done. I was at a house in Parma that we hadn't paid them yet, and they said they had finished. They hadn't finished it. They're going over there this weekend to finish it, or they're going to be fired. So when they say stuff that they say they're going to do something, it also has to be checked. And that's the work in it. You got to go out. And I do videos, pictures, all that stuff for full disclosure. And that's just part of our service. Really, it's a very detailed system that people don't understand. And I had a last story. I had a realtor call me this week. Says, hey, he bought some houses in Akron, and he says, hey, they got some back water on that. Am I responsible for that? Yeah. In Ohio, water bills are different. And the owner's always on the hook for it. It doesn't matter who the owner is. If you buy that house and an existing balances at the water, you got to pay it. We have our property management has one assistant that watches all our water bills, because we make sure that we tell the tenants get the bills, and so do we, but they got to pay it. And if they don't pay it, you're still on the hook on it. So we have a guy that goes through these every week and makes sure that people are paying. And if they're over $300, they get a 3-day notice. That's how detailed we are behind the scenes in investment real estate. We're very detailed. We want to make sure that everything's getting taken care of and everything's getting done. So I'm Brett. I'm with Key Realty, 216-703-5740. Thank you.